The sky was burning. The clouds red with twisted fire. Lightning moving across them. And they descended upon everything. Like a furious battle between God and Satan, good and evil. Like a fire vortex.
Everybody to week 7 of season 8 of SGL. My name is Luis from El Matador, and I think for the first time this season, I am joined in the commentary booth by Palace. What's going on, David?
What's good? How's it going, y'all? We chilling
Going
out.
good, bro.
I don't
And
think you guys are ready for this right now. Me and Luis, the deadly duo.
oh god, yeah,
We'll
it's
fill your
gonna
ears
be
with
a
goodness.
it's gonna be a duo. Honestly, I'm actually so excited. For those who know me and David, we can we have a history. We're a little
That sounds
freaky.
crazy out of context.
But tonight, guys,
Pause.
we do have we do have the Rebellion versus EC Defiance. That's gonna be the matchup for that we commentate tonight. David, how you looking forward to the matchup tonight?
I'm excited. I'm very excited. I like this Rebellion team a lot. These guys have a fun play style. They're also cool people as well. So yeah, I'm excited to watch them play. Yeah, they get very physical. Something that Luis knows a little something about as well. And so I think this
Anyways,
one's gonna be a fun one.
yeah, I think it'll be a real fun one tonight. If we want to go ahead and pull up the standings going into week 7, we can go over those for you guys to get you ready for week 7 action. Here are the standings. What stands out to you, David, as you look at the standings? What's kind of like your eye going into this week?
I'll be honest, I'm surprised the Rebellion's not higher. I think they have a lot of potential. And so, like, everybody who's played them by now knows that this is a crazy team. So I'll be honest, I'm a little shocked to see them down in 5th. Right now, something that I'm looking at specifically is the 6 through 10 spots right here, all separated only by 5 points. Keep in mind the gap, as you guys can see, or if you are visually impaired and are waiting for me to say it, the gap between 6th and 5th is also 5 points. And so, yeah, that is a crazy, crazy close like bundle of teams. Um, Keep in mind, only the top 6 go into the playoffs. So we have 5 teams, nearly half the league, fighting for that one spot, and 4 of them play each other this week. We had Los Verdes and the Cauldron, as well as Timber's Army and Steel Army, which I think are both going to be banging matchups. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that later this week.
Yeah, I think my one takeaway from the standings is it feels like for the Rebellion in our matchup tonight, this is a really important game to not drop points not only against the worst team in the league, but there seems to be like a top 5 that's kind of forming in terms of all the one-loss teams and then everybody else. And that everybody else, like you said, are really, really close together for that last playoff spot. So, the Rebellion, they've won 4 straight. They lost their first game. They're on fire. They're cooking. They're one of the informed teams in SGL as of week 6. So, we can go ahead and just go on over to the stats page, see what pops out, see what what the numbers are saying. Yeah, David, what stands out to you after week 6 here?
The fact that I'm still on the board after not having played last week. Now, jokes aside, I mean, if you guys have been paying any attention, I feel like none of this really comes as a surprise except for maybe Thorngold being on top with 2 goals per game. Yeah, Meki Ducky just absolutely dominating the offense, and somehow I'm still on top of the saves after also having not played last week. Y'all need to step up your game. If I'm being completely honest, y'all need to step up your game. You guys stick. No, I'm kidding. No, but y'all be honest. Meki Ducky is him. That's really all I gotta say.
Yeah, the one standout from the stats for me is Meki Ducky. I mean, to have, I think Thorngold has played 2 or 3 series, so he hasn't played like the same amount of games that, for example, like Meki Ducky has, or like Toe Death, or myself. And so for him to have a 50-point cushion on like the second player who's played all the games too, like, is tremendous. He's been, yeah, I think for me the best player this season so far. Yeah, I mean, David, you're top in saves. Your teammate Devin is right below you, and yeah, I think I think hopefully now for you guys, not to spoil anything, but you guys have new players now, so hopefully you guys aren't making as many saves
Absolutely.
as y'all have been having to make. So
100%. All I gotta say is whole lot of gang shit going down in Austin, Texas. Yerg.
is this true, chat? Is there a lot of gang shit happening in Austin, Texas, chat? Let us know.
We're on
Now
the
that-
up. Watch out for us because we're coming for that playoff spot.
Yeah, if we can go ahead and flip back to the standings real quick, I do want to point out, yeah, as David mentioned, Los Verdes, they're 1-5, and they're 2 points out of a playoff spot. Like, honestly, the race for that last playoff spot is going to be, to be honest, probably more exciting than like the top 5 teams. Like, I'm really looking forward, David, to like how Los Verdes gets on. Like you said, you guys do play the KC Cauldron, the defending champs, who have been not playing like the defending champs that we know. And so that race for that 6th spot for me is going to be kind of what I'm looking forward to in this like second half of the season.
See, and what's crazy is it could be higher as well because we've gotten swept the last 2 weeks in a row. So our point total really could be higher. But yeah, no, I'm very excited for the future of this team. And I see Trigga down in chat right now. So welcome, Trigga. Welcome, Arglass. Welcome, Maz. Welcome, Pones. You know, everybody, if you're in chat, you know, let us know. Shout out Al Capone. I was just playing with him for a little bit earlier. Dude's sick. So, heck yeah.
Well, badass. Listen, we have 7 minutes until game time. I thought it would be a good idea if we just kind of do some off-the-cuff, like, mid-season awards. The first and most obvious award is MVP. And for me, I think there are probably 3 candidates. I think actually Maz said it in chat, and I actually do agree with him on those candidates. Obviously, Meki Ducky, I would throw myself in there, and then I would throw Toe Death. And then out of those 3, I think the obvious choice, as of right now, is Meki Ducky.
Agreed.
He has been... Yeah, I'm absolute dog shit. Yeah, I think Meki Ducky has been tremendous. Having played the locals, having played with him off, away from the league and stuff like that, he's been just a great addition to the community and to the locals, and yeah, he's been cooking.
Absolutely.
So for me, it's pretty obvious. If you want to go on over to the stats again, if you wouldn't mind, we can go ahead and look at those stats that Meki Ducky's been putting up again. 50 plus points per game above, Toe Death and I, who have been like, playing every week. No disrespect to Thorngold at all. Thorngold's been great when he's played. Just it doesn't have the number of games that the others do. But yeah, for me, it's Meki Ducky. David, what say you on MVP?
I completely agree with you. Like, if you guys have watched any other SGL stream, and especially if the locals are playing, then you know for a fact that we be screaming Mecky Ducky's name more often than his girl every night. So like it's crazy. Like this dude is absolutely him. So I like for me there's nobody else other than like in the picture other than Mecky Ducky. Like respectfully to Luis, because like again, this dude I would argue is one of the most cracked players in SGL, but cracked doesn't always necessarily translate to MVP every single time, because yes, like you can be cracked and like you have a big impact on your team, but if you are carrying your team to, let's see if I'm not mistaken, wait, were they in the top spot or am I tripping?
They are still currently top of the league.
Yeah,
They
if
do have a
you are
bye week this week, but
carrying
yeah.
your team, hard carrying, I wouldn't even really say hard carrying either, because KJ and why am I blanking on the third member of that team? But that's
Dr.
not the
Aquatic.
point.
Yeah.
Dr. Aquatic. These guys are also just like completely insane. But it's just that, you know, Mekki's got the stats to back it up. He's got the plays. It's just impossible to read this dude. So he really is the X factor on that field. Where sometimes, Luis, respectfully, you tend to troll. Not necessarily in like a you play bad. It's like you do it on purpose. So that's why I can't. That's why I can't put you in for MVP, because if you were like at your full potential every single game, you know, bringing it like this dude, then maybe you'd definitely be in that conversation. But for right now, Ducky.
Yeah, absolutely, and I would 100% concur with that. I do want to
That's not
throw
the hate,
one.
you know, like for anybody else who's watching,
Yeah.
be like, "Oh no, why are you disrespecting your commentator?" No, dude, we've
No,
talked
no,
about
no.
this
Yeah,
in private so many times.
yeah,
So,
absolutely. And one of the beauties of SGL is just because even like if you're higher ranked than somebody, that has nothing to do with
it
how you
doesn't
play as
mean
an
a thing.
SGL player. Like it has like zero impact in terms of your impact to your team, your impact, yeah, like all that stuff. Okay, so we agree on MVP. We'll do one more, and then hopefully if we have a little bit more time, we can do some other awards. What's like your surprise team? Like who? Like what is? And this could be like a bad or like a good thing. So like it could be a team that's doing like overachieving or underachieving. Like what's your surprise team, David? Like so far,
My
in this
surprise
season.
team for, I guess, overachievers right now, I would definitely say, to be fair, I'm used to Black Army not being that good. And so the fact that they are where they are, you know, who they have in their team, Vex, I saw him mentioned in chat as a dark horse for that MVP spot. And, you know, um, it's crazy. Like, it, if, he's got the mechs, you know, he's got everything. It's just sometimes the mental isn't there. And I think that's what sort of sometimes pushes Black Army over the edge. But, you know, back to the point, I think Black Army is my surprise team. But am I allowed to say my own team?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Los Verdes, you know, if you guys knew us last year, we don't talk about it. But no, you know, I'm proud of the work that these guys are putting in, you know, like showing up every week, being here and like keeping the vibes good. I really appreciate every single person on my team for that. And I'm excited to see us continue to go up, because I think we have more points this season combined, like wait, more points this season than we have for the past like I think 3 seasons combined. It took 2 seasons for us to win a game, like a match. So I think, yeah, I'm very proud of us, and we're going to continue to go up. But I think my most surprising team for, you know, the not so good side, I got 2 candidates, the KC Cauldron and Steel Army, because truth be told, I expect Steel Army to be doing better. Um, Same with the Cauldron, you know, reigning champions, I think last 2 times running. I am not sure what's going on with them, but now that Cheeky Prophet is back, you know, that could be a game changer. The all important matchup versus Los Verdes this week, you know, in pursuit of that top 6 spot, that's going to change everything. So make sure you guys don't miss that. we are still looking for a time for that, and it could potentially be tomorrow, but we'll see. Be on the lookout for that because that is going to be a cracking one. Anyways, that's my rant. What about you, Luis?
Yeah, I like your picks. I'll make it really quickly because we are approaching game time. The one negative, the underachieving team is obviously the KC Cauldron. They're the defending champions. They're in 8th place. They're 2-3. That's just unacceptable from their perspective, and they all know that. They have higher standards than being 8th place in the league. And then on a positive note, I think it's going to be the team that we're seeing tonight, the Rebellion. They've won 4 straight games. They lost their opening night game to ECRC, who is one of the top teams in the league. They're on a roll. They're firing on all cylinders in their first SGL season. The Rebellion, for me, are probably, I don't want to say overachieving, but they're just kind of surprising me in their play styles. And we'll see that tonight. They're like a team. They have like tactics and demos and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'll go with the Rebellion. But yeah, I think that should just about do it. I think both teams are. Oh no, we're waiting on one team.
Really quick, while we're waiting on this team, I got another award that we could do. The worst player in SGL, and it goes to Luis Suarez
Okay.
Dollar.
The worst player in
09.
SGL has to be Devitt. I mean that's the obvious choice. It has to be Devitt.
No. Hey Devitt, if you're in chat, defend yourself.
Oh man, I don't think he's in chat. Let me see. He's not. See, he's not even in chat.
He's not even here to defend himself, and you're disrespecting him. I'm disrespecting you to your face, at least.
Devitt is cash.
Al Capone in chat saying, "Debit is cash."
Couve is the worst player is crazy.
Nah, bro.
All right, both teams are in, baby. We're ready to go, guys.
That's crazy. We disrespecting out here, but you know who's gonna be disrespected? Whoever loses this kickoff, and it looks like it doesn't even matter. Here we go. The Rebellion versus why did I almost say EC Blue? Sorry y'all. I've had a long weekend. None of it involved alcohol. Because I don't drink.
Wait, David, but before we get too far into this game, a quick prediction. Who are you going with in this series?
A 3-0 Rebellion.
Okay.
I'd be very shocked if this wasn't a 3-0. But weirder things have happened. You know, Los Verdes took this team to 5. We really shouldn't have. No, I'm kidding. No, we actually played incredible that game. But these guys are just too good. So, Gogan over to Shorts. Shorts now wants to play to the sidewall, but Polar didn't have enough boost otherwise, like, to execute that idea. But, you know, the juices are flowing for the Rebellion right now. And here we go. Polar starting us off 53 seconds into the series.
I was going to say, David, it seemed like the Rebellion had a lot of pressure there, and it finally resulted in a goal. And, Polar's on the board. We all love Polar, our favorite Valorant streamer. And, yeah, it's 1-0 to the Rebellion.
Naz brought up something interesting. Is this Gogan's first appearance in SGL this season? I'm pretty sure it isn't, but...
I thought he played earlier. I could be wrong, though, in the season.
Yeah, I have no idea, because I'm trying to remember who the 3 was against us, but he might have been in that.
Yeah, and speaking of Gogan, I mean, a fantastic save there in the Dominus. Always love seeing people that, don't rock an Octane or a Fennec. I'm being a little hypocritical because I literally do not play any other cars, but I always love seeing the Dominuses and all the different cars we have in SGL.
Yeah, right there, Gogan just springing very quickly into action. They had players moving into position for... Hold up a minute. Yep. Hey, are y'all good up there in New England? Merrimack Valley, you guys good?
Yeah, I think they're doing pretty good here. Just an awesome passing play from Polar to Shorts back to Polar. That's the Rebellion right there, man. They have such cohesion, and what a passing play. And Polar picking up his second goal of game 1.
And Polar played that first pass and then got into position on 0 boost that entire time. So huge shouts to him. That's just another reminder, like at this level that we play a lot of times, people can may not realize that it's boostless, not useless. And you know who's definitely not useless right now? Polar, as he gets his hat trick.
The immortal in Valorant putting on an immortal performance so far in game 1. A hat trick in less than 2 minutes. Yeah, he's cooking. He's cooking.
Trip says I'm working on making it best three. Wait, like into the best three. You got it. I believe in you. I very much believe in you.
I mean, I'll say to that, David. Triple C. I think you've been really good this season. I wouldn't.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't like talk shit about yourself, man. I think you've been like pretty good this season, bro. Like, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Right now, see, that's what I love to see. I love to see people in chat cheering on their teammates. I'm a huge hypocrite because last night I came into chat for about 5 seconds and then I fell asleep because it was a long night. But, anyways, back to the game. Sorry, y'all. I'm very much going off topic. It's just vibes in here right now. Speaking of vibes, Parks is on that demo vibe right there as he gets Polar, but unfortunately the ball will go over him. The shot to the side baits out the defender, and pipe shot Gogan will get on the board.
Gogan on cue as we're talking to his teammate in chat, and yeah, great play again by Shorts. If we were gonna do an underrated player in FG, I think Shorts would have been my pick. He's been tremendous, and he probably doesn't get the highlight and love just because he doesn't have the flashiest mechanics, or he doesn't do flip resets or whatever the crazy stuff some people can do in this league. But yeah, Short has been great. Another assist for him, and oh my goodness, he literally almost clipped on a sidewall redirect. Wow, Shorts is on fire, and it's pretty comfortable for the Rebellion, David.
Shorts on 4 assists right now, and speaking of, like, it's like you said, he may not have like the best mechanics, but he's so solid as a player that like it really doesn't matter. And Gogan, very, very aware of the danger right there with that pinch, collecting it, doesn't lose his composure at all as he takes it to the sidewall and grants another opportunity to Polar, who puts it into Shorts, but ultimately the attack doesn't amount to anything. But still, those ideas are flowing. If you're able to keep your composure in a moment like that, it makes all the difference. It generates a chance just like that, rather than just booting it downfield to the other team. It's so key.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I'm EC Defiance here, I'm really looking to start being a little bit more physical. It seems like they're getting beat to every ball. Maybe a little bit more demos. As we see a demo come out there, might prove fruitful for them as we go further on in the series. Because I think game 1, I think it's safe to say, is just not going to go EC Defiance's way.
It's not, and we might have a 5th right here, and we do. Polar with his 4th, and that is Shorts' 5th assist of the game. 100% goal participation, and I'll be honest. Oh, I was about to say Polar really didn't have to score that, but he definitely did because I was getting saved. My fault, Polar. You're doing great. 4 goals, keep it up. I'm proud of you. Arglass said Palace got caught yapping in 4K. Where have you been? I'm always caught in 4K.
Also, Arglass can't talk about yapping. That guy yaps about referees.
That's crazy coming from you.
I do want to say though, if you are EC Defiance, I think you have to just like brush this off, right? Like, it's just game 1. Game 1s are like crazy. There's nerves. There's a bunch of stuff going on. So hopefully they kind of bounce back for this. As we wind down game 1 here, man, very comfortable game for the Rebellion. And yeah, if you're EC Defiance, just brush it off and go next, basically.
There's a 6th assist for Shorts and a 2nd goal for Gogan right at the death. Surely Shorts moves into 1st place on the assist chart, no? What's
his point total here?
Assists in 1 game. The current leader in assists in the league has 18. That's 1/3 of that total in 1 game. 2 playmakers and a deserving MVP. But to be fair, Polar also had, like, that whole team was just firing on all cylinders that entire game. You know what's crazy? When I'm not even calling out, who scored the goal, when I'm calling out the assist, that's how you know it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy to see a person who has 4 goals not top his team in points. That's like super rare.
And 2 saves as well.
Yeah, Shorts again, cooking in that game and doing what he's been doing all season. He's been a really good 1-2 punch with Polar, and the Rebellion. they look well on their way to their 5th series win in a row. But yeah, like if I'm EC Defiance, like I said, just kind of brush this off, maybe get some more demos, some more bumps, stuff like that to kind of try to put off the rebellion, because right now it just feels like, man, it's like an avalanche right now.
Yes, it is tough as well when you're on ping like Defiance are right now. 116, 80, that's tough, you know? But you got to power through. That's just the nature of a home and away schedule, Um,
Yeah, and if you play an SGL, like, man, it's the opposing team's servers are like massive, right? Like in terms of yeah, obviously ping and stuff. So you got to battle. That's why I kind of like the more bump heavy stuff, maybe on low ping, just to kind of mix it up a little bit, because you're not gonna be getting the same reads that you would on your home server. So just change things up a bit, more physical play. Hopefully, EC Defiance changes something up in this game too. Yeah, I'm just kind of excited to see what they do. I do believe we're getting a sub.
yeah, speaking of changes, Nose always knows coming in. That's my guy right there. Love how this dude plays. Absolutely love how this dude plays. And so, especially the combination of him and Bird Nana, as well as Green Mario. This, I do expect to see a better showing in this game from these three, considering just how much chemistry these guys have together, how much they play together, and Knows Always Knows is a difference maker in and of himself. So, but right now it's Shorts again with the assist and Gogan getting us started off within the first 5 seconds of the game. Nose got caught out right there. He was expecting the touch from Shorts off the wall, but he just let it trickle out to Gogan, and that is the value of patience right there.
Yeah, and 7 assists so far, like you said, that's actually crazy. We played less than six. We played less than 6 minutes of Rocket League, and Shorts has 7 goals so far in this series. So great start if you're the Rebellion. As I do see a shot here, and this is gonna be a first goal for EC Defiance on the board. Wow, that's a really good response from EC Defiance, and yeah, great play by Green Mario.
Yeah, just a little bit of a precarious position from Gogan. Polar thought he had the read, but unfortunately gets it on the wrong part of his car just a little bit. Hold up a minute, because I like that kickoff strategy right there. I think both teams decided to go for one right there. Almost works out for the Rebellion, but no, as I was saying, man, every time I'm trying to say something, these dudes are attacking and they're almost scoring. So I'm just not gonna give my analysis no more.
I will say, obviously, this is pretty obvious to say, but way better start from EC Defiance so far in Game 2. Like, they're actually implementing some new stuff. We saw a kickoff strategy. I love kickoff strategies. And, oh my god, this is the second goal. Nose on the board again. The super sub has come in, and he's got 2 goals for his team. And EC Defiance are winning Game 2.
Yeah, Luis is watching too much Johnny Boy, just like Gogan is watching too much of the ball instead of hitting it. 2-1 to the Defiance. Why did I almost say 2-1 to the good guys? Because I read Toad Death's comment, and so I'm not biased, I swear.
Get this biased commentator out of here, bro. I'm sick.
My fault, yeah.
But no, in all seriousness, like, this is like way better from EC Defiance. Like, wow, another great attempt from Bird Nana there. Yeah, I think they've really brushed off Game 1. It's pretty safe to say they just kind of put Game 1 to the side. This is a completely different team.
And that's exactly what I love to see. Polar now threatening, wants to get it over to Shorts. Gogan was coming in, but why am I just forgetting everybody's name today? Good lord, you guys.
Bro, open your eyes, bro. They're on your screen.
I know, I'm sorry. Anyways, here comes Shorts. Gets it right past both defenders, but nobody there. Polar now wants to come off the ceiling, but never mind, he got down. Golly, you guys, I'm trying to infer what y'all are doing, and then you're just not doing what I think you're gonna do. But we got another third. But Green Mario flips right past it, and that could have been a huge swing in momentum in favor of the Defiance, even though they've already got a little bit. Polar now with the clear only goes as far as Green Mario, who will not put it in for the third. What a save from Polar.
Man, you really hope if you're EC Defiance, these misses are not going to come back to haunt you because they've had some absolutely quality chances to get that cushion goal. And, ooh, we see a team bump here. But yeah, Palace, I mean, David, like, we've been playing this game for a long time. It feels like when you miss an open net like that, it just comes back to haunt you so many times.
Absolutely, and especially when you let the ball just float like that. Shorts over to Polar. Polar back to Shorts. Gogan can't quite connect on the angle, and the Rebellion's still threatening, but now EC Defiance have done a good job to relieve a little bit of that pressure. But it's coming right back their way as Gogan goes into the corner, wanted the bump on nose, gets it on a second defender, gets it onto Green Mario, and now Polar threatening with the little angle, but EC Defiance ready and up to the challenge so far.
Yeah, demos raining out for both teams there. Bert Nano, 1v1, good interception by Shorts. Again, Shorts is cooking for his team. As we do see a center ball here, and guess what happened, chat? Shorts got another assist, and it's 2-2. What is that, 8 now? Is that 8 assists for Shorts?
4 goals for Pipe Shot Gogan, 4 goals for Polar, 8 assists for Shorts.
I think we need to see if D-Rec has the record SGL assists in a series. We need to get him on the line because this might be it, chat.
D-Rec
8
does not
assists.
know it, little bro.
D-Rec is not on the SGL payroll.
He's not. But you know who is on the SGL stat sheet?
He got another
Polar!
one.
Right there. And guess who's on the assist?
He got
Yet
another
again,
one, bro.
It's Shorts. Sneaks it past Green Mario. Beautiful little flick. It's like Johnny Boy and them were saying on their stream. If you watch that France versus England game, really France versus Oxygen, when Vatira put one in like that, hold up a minute, Shorts getting on the board, still at 100% goal participation. And you know what? This renders my whole point entirely useless because I was talking about sometimes it's better to just double jump over, but right there, that's what happens when you just slam right into it. Just flip. Sometimes it's better to flip. Sometimes it's better to do the little double jump over the defender. And those are 2 great examples of each.
Yeah, absolutely cringe behavior by Shorts for scoring a goal. And if you're EC Defiance, like you want to get a goal quickly here. All momentum is gone against you in the game too after such a dominant start, and they've got 50 seconds. If they really want to get back into this game, it's going to have to start now. Come on, it's a war zone on the field right now. Demos are raining in from both teams. Bird Nana on no boost, and just so close again. And Shorts, oh, he missed.
That's number 10.
There.
And Polar
number
with his
10.
5th goal of the series.
Man, I don't know about you, David, but like it feels like the Rebellion over the last half of this game just turned it on. That first 2 minutes, it really felt like EC Defiance was like well on their way to a victory. But my goodness, the turnaround's been tremendous from the Boston boys.
Yeah, they looked a little shaken at the beginning, but they have really found their rhythm in these last few minutes. Cascadia RL needs to be banned from the chat. I don't want to ever see any disgusting sentence like that ever again in my life.
How do you think David's Riz is? Come on, we know David's Riz, bro. Come on.
Someone said, did Shorts intentionally miss that? I'll be honest, my conspiracy is no. I genuinely don't even think Shorts is like paying attention to like the assist game. I think he's just him. That's really what it is. But shout out to both teams, man. Defiance really stepping it up in that game, and I love to see that from them. I hope they can continue that positive momentum that they started with, and I hope that they can take it all the way through this next game, because I would love to see this game go a little further.
Yeah, and Nose came in as a sub. He scored their only 2 goals. He put up 420. He has to play in this next game, you feel. Nose was tremendous for EC Defiance in the first half of that game. And then, yeah, the story is it's just, I guess, Shorts. I don't know, like, he just can't do no wrong. Again, it was cringe of him to score to break the assist streak there, but yeah, if you're EC Defiance, get more situations that Nose can have, and in the offensive zone, and that's gonna be good for you. And then if you're the Rebellion, just keep doing what you're doing. Let Shorts play make, and you're well on your way to a sweep.
Yeah. Pipe Shot Gogan is talking in Twitch chat while he's playing this game. Y'all know how crazy that is? I respect it.
Yeah, you've never typed in Twitch chat while you're playing a game.
No, I have not. I've never done it.
That has never happened.
That's never happened. I've typed in game chat.
Oh, that is true. Oh yeah. You type in game chat. Yeah, absolutely. You've caused Maz to turn off game chat on this stream on multiple occasions for what you type in game. But anyways, here's game 3, folks. EC Defiance looking to not get swept in the Rebellion. Looking to take all 4 points.
Yeah, and for those of you in chat who are wondering, a little bit about my backstory, and you're wondering, what has he typed that's caused Maz to turn off game chat? So basically, I write poetry.
Anyways, the game has started, David. I don't know if you realize this, but we are playing an SG game now.
Don't care.
Yeah.
And so, no, yeah, basically, I write poetry, and so I had some bars that, I asked the game, I asked them to rate them, and Maz thought they were so good.
Yeah, type 1 in chat if you want David to shut the fuck up. Type 1 in chat if you want David to shut up, bro.
That should have been a goal right there for EC Defiance. I'm sorry. Like, it's tough though, because I miss those all the time. Those little bouncers right in front. Especially when it's going up, it can be very difficult to get underneath it. But 2 Rebellion defenders having trouble getting in front of that, and Parks will get on the board.
Yeah, Parks on the board, the halo helping him to a lovely goal there. By the way, chat, Parks had a lovely double tap that if you are in the Discord, please go check out the Clips channel, scroll up a little bit. He was cooking last week with a double tap, and yeah, he's on the board, and EC Defiance, again, find themselves with a good early start to a game.
Nana waiting patiently for his defenders to come in, and knows now will carry it onto the backboard. That's a tough clear from Gogan. Didn't get the contact that he wanted, and Nose hits it over to Parks, who again has got his second goal. Beautiful. That's the second time. That's an unfortunate redirect from Pipe Shot Gogan right there. But this is the second time that a sub has, had an instant impact right here for this Defiance team. And so hopefully we can see it sustain this time. But right now, it's like you said, Luis, these guys are absolutely cooking.
Yeah, kind of similar to what happened in game 2. They had those 2 early goals. Things looked really, really swell and good. But for them, hopefully, this next half of the game is going to be a little bit better defensively than what we saw in game 2. So I'm kind of looking to see how they defend this lead. See if they kind of learn some lessons from game 2, and see if they can get on the board.
And here comes Gogan. Wanted to float that ball into the middle, couldn't get it past Bird Nana. Didn't have the height on it. But Polar coming in to disrupt Parks on his way out of the backfield, and Shorts will let this trickle into his corner and will get a clear.
Yeah, Shorts playing a little bit deeper, hitting some longer balls to his team. Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Sorry.
Are you sure?
I can't be in a voice chat with you and say this stuff, but anyways, again, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from EC Defiance right now. And there we go, Commentator's Curse. Polar on the board, and it's a 1-goal game. It was kind of unfortunate. I don't really know what happened there. I think just no booze. Yeah, no booze there.
That flick from Polar, he did very well to stay near that. That is composure right there. Unfortunately, though, that does mean Shorts' 100% goal participation for the series has now been eliminated. But Polar, right there, getting them back in. And hold up, this might be a second goal. Bird Nana able to read it. Pipe Shot Gogan with the shot off target, and Parks will clear only as far as Polar, though. But man, that's it's exactly like what happened in the last game. Once Rebellion gets one, then all of a sudden it's hard to stop them.
Yeah, what a save, by the way, out of EC Defiance in the back there. They've got 2 minutes to hold it down. There's going to be a massive onslaught here from the Rebellion. So if you're EC Defiance, crowd that net, make it as difficult as you can for the Rebellion, and yeah, see if you can hold on here.
Right there, Shorts wanted to go off the ceiling. You know, I see what he's doing. You know, the ideas are there. They cooking right now. But here comes Nose. Flicks over one. Only as far as Gogan though, but Gogan whiffs. Birdnana. Now back into the corner. Can't quite find it past Polar, but it doesn't need to go past Polar. It just needs to go to Nose, who forces a great save out of Shorts. And now Rebellion coming back the other way, but Parks ready to meet it.
Yeah, and that was a great save to keep the Rebellion within 1 goal. Polar whiffing this. This could be relatively open. Gogan just absolutely massive for his team in recovery there, but 60 seconds-ish left here, and man, I'm really liking the way EC Defiance are playing this game 3.
They're very, very aggressive, not letting them have that room on the ball that they were letting them have in the last few games, and I really like that. But here comes Polar, the bounce into the middle. Who will get there first? Uses the last of his boost to try to bump Nose off of it, and Gogan coming in, but Parks with the save. Birdnana wants to get it out, and Nose will come to the rescue.
Man, Parks just saved his team, and he does it again. He Parks on fire. Just an absolute prime Iker Casillas masterclass. And man, 30 seconds left. Is EC Defiance actually going to get a game here? This would be a massive upset, I'd say, even just getting a game here.
Polar, out of the corner. None of them have boost. Shorts. Coming in, it's got to hit it to the side, but Gogan waiting for that boost to spawn, and it just will not. Now he's got to push forward, but he is out of position, can't get to the ball, and EC Defiance can just ice this, but here comes Shorts, who can't get the contact, and Defiance will get their first game of the series. Well played.
Yeah, and like I said towards the end of the game there, like this was an upset. Like even getting 1 game from a team who's won 4 straight series, they're like on a roll. This was a great performance. Some of the saves we saw out of EC Defiance in the game were tremendous. Parks was cooking in that game. Shout out Parks. He not only he had
the ball.
Yeah, not only he had the goals, both of the goals, but like some of the saves were pretty crazy on like 0 boosts and stuff like that. Yeah, great bounce back game for EC Defiance, and yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what the Rebellion's response is here, because
Someone has loaded up. I don't know if chat, you guys aren't seeing this, but Luis, somebody has loaded up. Somebody who was in chat, you know, who could potentially be an X factor for this team. Somebody whose name that we did mention earlier in, you know, potentially underrated players. This is a man by the name. No, I'm kidding. I'm not giving y'all his name. But this is a man whose name only exists in Legend. And by Legend, I mean on last week's stream, because that's when they played. A man by the name of, we'll see if he loads in. Oh, who's going to be the third? It won't be. Never mind. It's Pipe Shot Gogan. Okay, never mind. You guys don't get to know who it is. Y'all stink. Debit, you are now here to defend yourself. What have you to say about Luis saying that you stink? One person I know who doesn't stink is Birdnana. You know, he's put in a very good performance on both sides of the ball as well. You know, he's had a lot of crucial saves, especially in that last game as well. So we'll see if he can keep up that momentum. The only player to play for Defiance in every single one.
I was gonna say I'm already liking that first offensive flourish that EC Defiance did have right to begin the game, and yeah, I concur with you. I think Birdnana has been great as well. And yeah, kind of interesting. We did see that unnamed player did load into the lobby. I was kind of surprised he didn't join the fray for the Rebellion, but yeah, same lineups for the Rebellion.
Yeah, I wonder if we see him if this goes to a game 5. But first, Defiance have to not get scored on in order to make it to a game 5. But Polar right there. I was just about to talk about how those infield passes weren't exactly working as well as they had been, you know, in the previous games. But here we see one that just rolls right up the side wall and at a difficult angle to clear, especially if you are sitting on the goal line. That's tough.
Yeah, those are always tough reads for any player of any level, and yeah, great reads all around. And Polar again with an infield pass from Gogan. 2-0. Polar's been kind of the striker for this Rebellion team this series, and he just kind of happens to be in the right place at the right time and scoring goals.
Absolutely. 2 assists from Gogan in this game and 2 goals for Polar. Shorts, you're slacking. I'll be real. Now, anyways, here comes Polar. What's he going to do with it? I'll be honest, I thought he was going to go for the ceiling pinch right there. But there's a miss coming out, and Parks is going to punish them for it. Who won?
Yeah, just a bit of a misplay from Gogan there, kind of just unlucky side flip, and yeah, Parks in the right place at the right time. They kind of needed this. You feel like if you're EC Defiance, it was 2 quick goals. Momentum again was shifting the way of the Rebellion, but that goal is gonna be really big for them to get back in the game.
You know, I really hate to point this out, but it has been. Oh, hold up a minute. Parks did very well to get up, early, for that in order to block that. But it's been a couple defensive miscues from Gogan specifically that have let Defiance back in and ultimately did end up winning them that game in the last one. So if the Rebellion can kind of keep those miscues to a minimum, then frankly I see no problem with them closing this one out. As Polar puts one into the corner, bounces up high, Polar with another one, but Bird Nana keeps it just out of Gogan's reach. That is a brilliant touch. But here comes Shorts. Bird Nana there to clear it.
Yeah, some pretty good defensive stands there from EC Defiance, and it just seems like all the pressure right now is just coming towards the Seattle net here, and yeah, the Rebellion just putting it on. It's gonna have to come down to just some solid defense for EC Defiance to kind of just weather the storm.
EC Defiance weathering the storm, much like Luis, in that they are fleeing to a different city in order to do it, and it's working because right now they're not getting rained on.
And oh my God, this might just be in the net. Bernana from his own goal line, I think. What a boom from Bernana, and Gogan just couldn't catch up to it. And EC Defiance, they're coming for this reverse sweep right now.
EC Defiance. That's what I like to see from you guys. Bernana finally getting his name on the score sheet. I'm pretty sure he's been on the score sheet already, but getting credit for it. But Polar, once again, he's having absolutely none of it. He wants to finish this out. He's like, that's 11:30, man. I'm tired. Get me out of here.
Yeah, I kind of don't know what happened there, why it was so open. I think we said, I think we just a double commit there, no? I kind of just left the net open there, and kind of unlucky if you are EC Defiance after scoring those 2 goals, but yeah, 2 minutes left, and EC Defiance again trails here in Game 4.
Nose. Over to Gogan. Now Polar, he tried to pre-jump it, and I respect it, but unfortunately that did not work out. Shorts, once again there to start the attack, but the touch is a little bit too heavy for Polar. Comes in, tries to read it. Now Shorts again, but this will be collected, or will it? Because Gogan, once again, and nobody up to defend Polar, and that will be his 4th.
I want to see how many goals by the end of the series Polar has, because it feels like for all the assists Schwartz is getting, Polar is just scoring just a tremendous amount of goals this series, and 2 goals with 90 seconds left. This might seem like the end of EC Defiance series here, but we've seen crazier things in SGL, that is for sure. So yeah, if you're EC Defiance, you need a goal and you need it soon.
This is true. We have seen crazier things. Los Verdes winning a game being one of them. But back to the Polar really wants to keep them in their own corner, and successfully he will do that as he forces Bird Nana to take an awkward touch, which makes him run out of boost. But now here comes Park streaking down the other end, not like that. And Shorts, wanted to keep that pressure on, but he got bumped into the side flip. Here comes Gogan, though. Always knows. Might collect a goal right here, unless Shorts is able to get to it, which he is. Floats it back into Bird Nana.
No!
It's mine! That might have been it right there.
Yeah, you gotta feel like that's the chance that if you're EC Defiance, that just needs to go in. 30 seconds left, and Shorts just sends the ball downfield, and Oh yeah, that just might about do it. That's just, oh, that's like peak Rocket League. You know, you have a really good chance on one end, and then boom, if you don't convert it, it's just right back down your own goal there. And yeah, 5-2 to the Rebellion. Shorts again involved, and I think it's pretty safe to say 3 goals is probably a little bit too high of a mountain to climb.
In honor of Shorts' profile picture, that's rough, buddy. Shorts doesn't have a profile picture. I just made that up. But really, all you guys see is an R on the screen. You guys don't even know whether he actually does have one or not. You know, I could be completely lying, but you know what doesn't lie? The score. And frankly, the Rebellion has just been a little too powerful, even though it was a great effort from EC Defiance. But unfortunately, they will not prevail. The Rebellion of New England will take this one 3-1. GG's to all.
Yeah, GG's great series. Again, I think if you're EC Defiance, you won a game here. I think that's probably more than most people would predict coming into a series where you're playing on the opposing team server. You're playing the hottest team in SGL. I think they played tremendous. I think that you can kind of just take this one on the chin, keep your head held high. You took a game off of again, yeah, the Rebellion. The Rebellion have been great. So GG's to everybody. And the Rebellion, that's 5 straight series wins for them, and they got to be feeling good.
It's crazy. Polar had 10 shots that game. That's insane. Sorry,
Yeah,
I just wanted to point that out. But I mean, yeah, I don't really know what's left to say that hasn't been said. Just a well-oiled machine, especially when they're on. Although, you know, we do see something that has been a pattern in other games, such as the Los Verdes team, is if they get scored on first, you know, it can be a little bit tough to sort of get them back into that swing of things. But if they are the ones to score first, it's very, very tough to stop them.
yeah, I do wonder if we can somehow get the ball chasing group for this series. 'Cause I'm just so curious to see the final numbers in terms of goals for Polar and then assists for Shorts. Obviously, after game 2, yeah, I think after game 2, it seemed like as we do have the ball chasing group here.
There unfortunately was not another assist in the entire series for Shorts after game 2, but 10, I genuinely, that has to be a record. Like, there's no way it isn't.
Yeah, because what, he had 10 assists in 2 games. Is that the final numbers there?
10, yeah.
And again, Polar in 4 games had 11 goals. I mean, that is tremendous goals from somebody who, again, maybe like a dark horse MVP sort of candidate in Polar. So Polar and Shorts are the big story from this Rebellion victory. I'm hoping we can get one of them in for a interview, and I actually do think we will be getting an interview from Shorts. We can ask him about those assists. We can ask him about playing with a striker who scores 11 goals.
Absolutely. I would love to hear this. Short was Pirlo in the backfield. You know, I agree with that. Absolutely agree with that. That's a great comparison.
Polar, by the way, averaged 604 points that series, which is tremendous. If you're averaging 600 points in a series, you're probably doing pretty well. So again, shout out to Polar. That's a really good series.
It's crazy. This man averages 600 points a game and averages 600 hours every stream. That's crazy. Big round of applause for Polar in chat.
He might have 600 hours like per week of streaming. I'm not even gonna lie. Polar is he's him. He's a great Valorant player, and as we saw tonight, a great Rocket League player. And speaking of that, we do have our interview. Shorts will be joining us, and right on cue. Shorts, yo, you had 10 assists in the first 2 games of the series. Like, what was going on, bro? Like, it was crazy.
Yeah. I don't know who said it in the chat, but I put on my Pirlo jersey and kind of just let that flow.
Yeah. Shorts, that's crazy, man. You were all over the field, but specifically, you know, you were getting into those spots to, like, make those passes in there. Did you guys have like a strategy coming in for tonight, or was it just vibes?
We kind of had to go with just vibes a little bit with Gogan subbing in for Triple C. So our rotations weren't exactly how they normally would, and we haven't practiced much with Gogan in our rotation. So it was a little bit of just feeling the game out. We honestly didn't expect to start as strong as we did, but you know, as you could see, we did, and you could kind of see us fall apart a little bit later in the series, especially Game 3 that we lost. Our rotation was kind of just off. Our roles weren't really clicking like they should be, or how we feel that they should be. So that a little bit led to that loss. But overall, we were kind of just feeling out the game together.
Yeah, and I was gonna say again, we're discussing this before you came in. Polar had 11 goals in 4 games. That's pretty good. If you have a teammate who's scoring 11 goals in 4 games, so yeah, just like, speak to me about Polar and just kind of how the way he played tonight.
Yeah, Polar's a very smart player. Anybody who watches our games can tell he kind of fits into the role that he has to. Maybe you might not be able to tell by how set in stone our rotation and our play style is right now with Triple C, but Polar was never really that guy that kind of sat in. So with Triple C subbing out and Gogan subbing in, we kind of switched up our rotations and our roles. So Polar was really able to utilize that. I mean, with all the assists that I had, I'm going to be honest, a lot of that was just me not scoring shots that I might normally score. I want to watch back the VOD and see how many of my assists were really from that, because I am just self-critical a lot. But I feel like myself.
Those were calculated, though. Like, you meant to hit them onto the side to bait out the defenders.
Yeah, I can go back and tell you how many of them weren't, but yeah, I always try to put the ball in a dangerous position at the very least. So, even if I'm going for a shot on net, I'm going for whatever is going to be the most dangerous play, and keeping the ball in dangerous areas. And I feel like we did do that pretty well tonight. Is keeping the ball in dangerous areas, which allowed for Polar to really utilize his skills in putting the ball in the net. You can see a lot of times it was just a good 50 or maybe like an early challenge that we ended up keeping the pressure in their end, and the ball floats across the middle and Polar's had to put it in, which was kind of what our rotation settled into to be most effective.
And following this result, Shorts, you guys are up into second place as of current standings. You've won 5 straight games. Kind of speak to me following that first week loss. I mean, you guys are rolling. Y'all are right there, like competing for the top of the league going into playoffs.
Yeah, we want to put ourselves in the best position going into playoffs. Given the fact that we have a chance at number 1, we're obviously going to go for that. We're going to take it week by week and not look too far ahead on opponents. We know the tough matchups that we have for the remainder of the season, but we're not looking at those, until that week comes. So this week we're focused on the Defiance. Lucky enough to have watched a few games of theirs, so we kind of knew the players we were going up against. Props on them for having subs in and honestly not skipping a beat. Knows always knows subbed in the second game, was a real disruptor for them, and kind of really flipped the game a little bit. But to not go on a tangent and go back to your question, yeah, we're just taking it week by week. The first week, we don't look back on and really take too much from it. First game against one of the best teams in the league, not on our server. As much as we can make excuses for it, we just take that as forget about it. Honestly, it's in the past. Got to look forward. So that's just how we're taking the season now.
Absolutely, I think that's a great way to put it. Luis, do you have any further questions for him? Because I don't think I do.
Yeah, it should be it, I think.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Shorts. We really appreciate you. Once again, congratulations. I'll be honest. You were so everywhere on the field. You extended yourself into those positions. It was so crazy. You weren't really even looking like shorts out there. You were looking like pants with how long you were tonight. So big shout out to you. And shout out to the rest of your team.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for both.
Wait. Do you have anything that you would like to shout out? The floor is yours.
Wait.
I think
Shorts.
Lewis has to say.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad was that joke?
I'm gonna give it a 32 long, which is what I wear. So
Yeah.
Both of y'all are cringe. Get out of here.
Let's go.
Say hi to your fans and leave, please.
all right, hi chat, hi fans. Thank you, Lewis, for hosting, and I mean, thank you, Maz, for hosting, and Lewis and Palace for commentating. Love when we can be on stream, and thank you, for putting this together. Peace.
Peace,
Thank
man.
you. It's been a pleasure, and it will be a pleasure to continue to hang out with him and chat. But yeah, big shout out to the 32 inches long gang. In pants. Not get your minds out the gutters. Yeah. Anyways, back
Speaking
to
about
the
speaking about the league we're playing in,
yeah, this this week has the potential to be really fun because, like I said, we have this one right now.
can we look at the
Pushing the
standings real
Rebellion up
quick?
into second place. Yeah, can we put the standings up?
Yeah.
Because we have also got, there are 5 teams battling for that last spot as we move into the second half of the season. Well, I say move into the second half of the season. We're already in the second half of the season. We've got 4 of those 5 teams playing each other this week. Once again, it will be Timbers Army versus Steel Army and Los Verdes versus the Cauldron. The fight for the playoff line. This is going to be an insane week. But starting off the week on a good note with this first one, once again, EC Defiance putting up a very good fight, and I think doing better than most people in chat expected them to. Or I don't know, chat, because I know we got a lot of Seattle people in here tonight. So if you're in here from Seattle, let us know. Rep your city, rep your boys.
And again, just recapping. Again, Rebellion moving to second place here. Emerald City Defiance pick up one of their 4 points against the second place team. So again, that game is important. Just kind of shows that the parity in the league is getting better and better when you have the last place team in the standings taking games off of the very top teams. So again, shout out to the Rebellion for their win. And yeah, that's kind of all I have on the standings. If we want to go ahead and move on over to what David was talking about in this week's fixtures. Again, some very important fixtures. And David, do you want to run through these again? Just kind of highlight which ones you're looking forward to?
No, not really. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so we've got EC Blue versus El Matador. Both those teams stink. No, I'm kidding. No, EC Blue doesn't stink. Anyways, we got Los Verdes versus the KC Cauldron. My game, I'm very biased in how I think, this one's going to be exciting because that's my team with new players. And speaking of new players, back to El Matador. Y'all really thought I was going to go without talking about them, did you, huh? Now, I'll be honest, I'm very excited for this new El Matador team. I got to play with a few of these guys earlier tonight. Cool people and also good Rocket League players. So I'm excited to see how they will complement Luis and Caesar, which is funny because the rumor has it that this week they might be without Luis or Caesar. So this could get really interesting, this EC Blue versus El Matador game, because you can never count out Huskies. You can never count out, oh my God, who else is on that team now? It's Christmas.
Christmas.
Christmas has been a great addition to that team. And so, yeah, this is going to be an exciting one. LV versus Cauldron, I've talked about that a lot. New players on our team. This is going to be a fun one. Make sure you don't miss it. We've just seen the Rebellion defeat the Defiance 3-1. Black Army versus Emerald City. This is a top of the table clash right here. This is going to be crazy. So we will see, how Emerald City, with their very physical play style, they can get into teams' heads. And I wonder how that goes for Black Army, who have showed a little bit of a vulnerability in the mental game. So that is one to look out for as well. And Steel Army versus Timbers Army, the battle of the accountants, the battle of the boring. This game is going to stink. No, I'm kidding. This game is going to be also another very, very important one for the playoff line, as Timbers Army does sit in that 6th spot currently. And depending on the results of this week, we could see a completely different table at the end of this week. So this is going to be a fun one. We're
Yeah.
really starting to ramp up, you guys.
I'll highlight. I literally did not notice that Black Army was playing ECRC this week.
Yeah, you said before this stream started, he was like, "Yeah, I'll be honest, this week's slate kind of stinks." I was like, "Hold up a minute."
I didn't even notice that we have 2 of the 1-loss teams playing each other. So whenever that gets scheduled, I will be there no matter what. Black Army versus ECRC.
You want to be there for your own team.
Hey, I will be commentating my team playing on Wednesday night. So, and yes, the rumors are true. Me, Caesar, and Kuv, the original 3 EM guys, will not be playing by choice. We just want to get the new guys a run of it. But yeah, I will be there for that Black Army ECRC series because that's gonna be like a crazy series. That'll be one of the best series that we have in the regular season for sure.
Unfortunately, we will not be able to. Well, no, this is fortunate because that means nobody's getting hit by storms. We will not have the hurricane extension this week for those of you who like to schedule games late. So, be mindful of that and schedule your teams on time. That's really more for me. I'll be honest. I'm a procrastinator.
I just want to do one last thing before you sign off, David. Thank you to everybody in chat again. I appreciate y'all staying here and watching this Waffle House of a stream. Yeah, thank you for Maz again for hosting this. Congratulations to the Rebellion. And yeah, that's about it for me, David.
Yeah, I just want to say, once again, shout out Maz running the stream. Shout out Luis. Shout out you guys in chat for being there. Shout out me for commentating. No, I'm kidding. No, jokes aside, thank you guys all for being here. Thank you guys for listening. Rate my poetry on a scale of 1 to 10 before you go in chat. And I can't wait to share more of it with you guys up in here next week. So next time y'all see me commentating, I'm gonna have bars for you. But that's gonna do it for us here on the SGL stream tonight. My name is Palace. This has been Luis. This has been Maz. This has been SGL Season 8, Week number 7, kicking off in style. See you guys later. No. Don't end the stream yet.
That's a crazy